The big set piece that's forthcoming is the presidential election. And on yesterday's Hard Shoulder, Kieran Cuddy asked the independent presidential candidate, Catherine Connolly, this.
The other story you've had to contend with in recent days was to do with Ursula Keenan.
I made a decision to give her work based on her rehabilitation. There was a prison sentence. She served her time in prison. How serious are we about rehabilitation? Does somebody deserve a second chance having served their prison term? Where are we going as a society if we're going to punish them again and again?
Is there any limits on that in your mind?
Every case is different.
But if somebody was perfectly suitable for a job in the Oris and you were president, but they had served a sentence as a rapist, would that put you off hiring them?
I'd have to reflect on that. I'd have to think on that. This person was absolutely perfect.
But if they were perfect for the job,
yeah,
a convicted rapist.
I'd have to think about that. Obviously, as a woman, straight away my reaction is
yeah.
But I'd have to.
Does it not undermine what you just said about rehabilitation? And it's not our job in society to punish someone twice.
This is the whole point why I said as a woman I react. But so obviously I'd have to think about that. Of course I would. I'd have to reflect.
So what do you make of that response?
Well, can I just be clear that I wouldn't have to reflect on it? In the highest office, in the highest seat of the land, and I don't think Heather Humphreys, much more importantly, would ever have to reflect on it. The answer is no. It's straight no, and I can't believe that you'd have to reflect on it. Yes, fine, we have prisons and we have rehabilitation. That's fine. But we're talking about bringing people into Leinster House, into Oris and Uachtaráin. There is no ambiguity in relation to sexual violence. And there should be, by the way, no ambiguity in relation to IRIGI either. This is not exactly shoplifting or anything like that where you can rehabilitate and go into a new world. This is about the attitudes towards the state, towards the courts, towards the institutions of this state. And I happen to be, and Heather Humphreys is a defender of the institutions, the political institutions of this state. And it is a mystery to me that anybody running for president or even a Dáil office would be in this space where there's ambiguity about serious criminal activity, either on terrorism side or on sexual violence.